and area of effect damage, and Secret has all of the above. It's looking, I really like their draft so far.
No, it's good. I think this is really solid. I think Zeus has been really underpicked this tournament. It got like picked a lot, like at least in the online like tournaments that I've seen, and I don't know, maybe even in Dream League to a certain extent as well.
Well, it's ET has been banned a lot more than it has typically. Some teams don't like running it without the ET.
I do like that there doesn't seem to be a consensus whether Zeus is a support or a core. Because we see it pretty much equally in both scenarios. Which one do you think is stronger?
Depends on the team. I personally think core is a lot stronger.
Yeah.
What do you mean by support? How often does he play? Are you talking about 4?
Yeah.
Cloud9
2000 does it all the time for Cloud9.
Yeah.
That sounds dirty.
But that's about it.
I think, yeah, that might be the only team. There might have been like another European team that I've seen do it, but
yeah, I think it's a lot better.
The VPs, one of the VPs.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
this is the Zeus Master here.
Dude, he needs levels, man.
He does. But that's the thing that Cloud9 are so good at.
Yeah.
Is just making sure that they get NBA into the jungle or move somebody around and then get AUI into a lane as soon as possible, and just give them as many levels as possible as well. But this is not going to be a Zeus support. This is going to be a Zeus core. This is probably going to be S4 mid for the most part, because you already have the Venge, you already have Elder Titan.
Ooh.
And that's a Naga Siren as well, which this is probably going to be safe lane Kuroki Naga Siren coming out. I think. I don't. They could run it mid and maybe have the Zeus safe lane, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
We'll see. It's going to be the battle. It's going to be the battle of illusions between the Terrorblade illusions and the Naga Siren illusions.
Well, EG doesn't have any BKB heroes. I mean, Terrorblade kind of, but usually you'll see Manta Scotty.
Yeah.
So I think the Sleep Initiate is like really good here. Sleep plus Earth Splitter and Ravage and Zeus Ult. That is brutal.
Yeah.
And this way they can bypass the Venom wards too. Just like sleep and just kind of ignore them.
Do the Venom wards fall asleep? They don't.
No,
they don't.
Freaking structures.
I know, right? But you can't TP to them with Boots of Travel, so they're not really structures.
It's freaking, what are they?
They're gadgets.
Wards. No, actually, there's a name.
I forget too.
Yeah, it's a Warcraft 3 name. They were something.
Don't look at me. I don't know, guys.
It'll come back.
Wraith King coming out for Evil Geniuses, their last
One King, guys.
Oh, good pick.
Zy Wraith King potentially.
No, I think it's Zy.
Oh
no.
What PPD Veno? Okay.
Veno.
They are doing support Venomancer. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
So it's a core ogre.
Yes. Core ogre for free. He loves playing this mid, and he was talking about this yesterday. He like when the team started first doing this, especially the North American teams, the Root Gaming Squad with Talair was super hyped about it, and then all the other big teams started to pick it up as well, and it was like there for like a month, and then after that month, it just never happened again. I never saw like core ogre mid again after that month or period of time. So I'm excited to see how this works out for them, and the Wraith King is going to get picked up, and this will be a Zy Wraith King, and this is one of his better known heroes. He'll be able to farm up maybe a Midas and get
Has he even lost with a Wraith King? I remember that about a month ago his record was like 17-0. Maybe Brian can shed some light into that.
Correct.
Thumbs up.
It sounds like you're good, man. That's actually really impressive. I didn't even know that was this.
Yeah.
Oh my. Zy. He's quite the player. The only Euro in a squad of Americans. What a guy.
Yep.
I really like, even though it's a really old set, the Simba Tidehunter. That's really old school.
What about like all the whole sets?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's very simple, you know? And S4 set's even better.
Yeah.
Zeus needs some cosmetics. Zeus needs some changes.
17-0, called it.
That's
yeah.
insane.
He needs Squiddles,
17-0.
What?
He needs Squiddles.
Squiddles?
Wait, how many of these teams are
the
like tier 1s,
yeah. They're not the off.
No, a lot.
Yeah.
It's
a
EG.
cool stuffed toy.
That thing's awesome.
I mean, they have played a lot of American
We
teams
talked
as
about
well.
this last time when we were
That's not
talking
tier
about
1.
Tide cosmetics.
Right? Unless you consider Cloud9 and I don't know. Do you guys consider Cloud9 NA?
Euro.
They're mostly here, I'd say.
I understand why they need to play on
half and half
on East because of the Vancouver being West.
AUI just destroys that team because of that. It's just like, guys, I'm from Vancouver. I get like 250 ping.
Like I was talking to Conrad, if they both lived in Toronto, then it would probably they'd probably play in Europe.
Yeah, they'd play on Lux all the time. Yeah, it wouldn't be an issue. But Vancouver is
that's as far west as you go, basically.
Yeah,
maybe they win TI5 and a condo in Spain or something.
Start boot camping.
Yeah.
That sounds like an expensive spot.
Yeah,
no, Spain is not expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Greece. They're having a lot of economic problems. Like,
I don't want to move
there. You really did not sell that well, man.
It's a great vacation spot. Everybody's poor. They're just giving stuff away.
No, but if you have an income that comes from outside the country, then like I don't know, $2,000 and you have a mansion or something. I don't know.
Easy.
Really?
$2,000 mansion, mate. I can move there. Let's go. I gotta learn
good.
Spanish though first.
Ay.
Alright, here we go. The landing stage is shaping up right now. Zai's gonna be top Fear, and S4 going toe-to-toe mid lane, and he's gonna get Arc Lightning, but he also is probably gonna throw some Ignite Harass as well, and this should be too bad of a lane for Fear, I think, until Lightning Bolt starts getting leveled up, so...
Yeah, it should be fine.
It's rarely a bad lane versus Zeus. You can just bottle Crow.
Not having an issue.
I can't find any.
Oh, Zima getting blocked. Oh,
look at those blocks from Zai coming out. The right click's easy first blood.
17-0, boys.
What a hero Terrorblade.
Yeah. Very fair.
Balance.
Do you guys actually think he's not balanced? Like for real?
TB?
Yeah.
No, I think it's balanced.
Probably not balanced to a certain extent. I don't know. I'm not
the fact that his Metamorphosis isn't an ultimate is kind of weird to me.
I mean in Dota 1, Metamorphosis used to give plus damage instead of base damage.
Yes.
Right? So I think maybe if that change were implemented, I think it would be a lot more balanced. His illusions do so much damage right now, right? And you have to spend a lot of focus, resources to focus down the main hero. Yeah. So maybe if they tone down the damage of
that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the illusions seem to be the real issue because you just take down towers so fast. If it's just the one hero, then that's not an issue for the most part. But, Universe is going to be bottom. He's playing the off lane, Nature's Prophet.
They try to block him, but they can't. So
he's been playing a lot.
You don't like to.
He was talking about this last
What's
night.
Universe doing?
I don't know. He was just stuck there.
Using the courier.
He's dead. Right
Universe.
click.
What?
He was just standing there.
That was so uncharacteristic of him.
Was he stomped?
I don't think so. He wasn't stomped. He didn't have to sleep. There's a Wraith Fire Blast on his still getting chased down. That's a double damage rune. Universe gets back in TP. Is he going to die himself? No, you are dead, my friend. Zai getting another kill.
Well, Universe makes up for that with a little XP, I suppose.
I guess.
That was his plan the entire time. We're going to TP on the tide. We're going to get a kill. Let's go.
Well, now he has to walk all the way back.
No. He has a TP, actually.
Oh, yeah, he has. Oh, you're right.
That foresight.
Covering all the bases, man.
Yeah.
What a player.
That is a slow courier.
Oh, he's going to die again? Yeah, he gets sleeped up, and now they're just going to right-click him down as well. Body block, Croaky doesn't get it off, but he should still go down here. Maybe they're not going to dive him. He gets away just in time. Wow.
And Zai just tried to zone out the Zeus. Zai's didn't work right here with that DD, which just expired, so time to go home, I guess, and he will go back top,
For Zeus, this is more a question for Merlini since he is the master.
Zoo Masters.
Is there any other skill build other than the one? Like that you could find viable in
before you could do like the stats bolt build, but with Bottle Crow, no.
Stats bolt? Huh. With nothing in static field?
People like to get magic stick a lot before, and that was like your only source of mana regeneration, so you didn't want to feed people stick charges, but now it doesn't really matter, because they have infinite mana anyways with Bottle Crow.
Okay.
So
I bet you were super excited when they made those changes so you could target the ground.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I think if Bottle Crow were taken out, Zeus would be a lot stronger, though.
Same with a lot of heroes, like Queen of Pain and...
Yeah. I still fervently despise Bottle Crow.
Yeah,
I think the mechanic should not be in the game.
I mean, on one level, it does let a lot of other heroes play mid, which is kind of cool from a viewer's standpoint.
Yeah, but you're talking about it. I mean, it also takes a lot of heroes out of a position of dominance.
I wouldn't say a lot, though. Honestly.
Well, think about this. But just right before Dota 2 came out, Lion was a very, very solid mid.
I think Lion is like the best 1v1 mid, not including ganks. I keep saying that, nobody believes me.
Yeah, well, the thing is that you
get level 6, I'm gonna finger you. Let's go.
Mana would own you.
You just mana drain him.
Yeah.
How much mana is Plague Ward?
15.
Okay, so then maybe mana drain isn't too good.
20. Sorry.
I think that's the case for like a lot of support mids. You think about a lot of support mids. Nobody really talks about like Bane mid with Enfeeble or even like Ross mid with ward traps.
Well, and even Coddle. But the thing is, okay, you're a support. You want mid. Now what?
Yeah, what do you transition into?
I think Lion getting farm. I mean, think of it this way: the way that the metagame's kind of shifting is, you get levels on somebody, you transition out and give levels to your support, but you can do the opposite even. Get fast levels on your Lion, get a quick Blink Dagger, and he can just roam around the rest of the game. I mean, early Blink Dagger, somebody like Lion, with the level 1 Hex being, what, 2.5 seconds, which is ridiculous?
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
But generally now people want either very tanky mids or heroes that can stay back and farm a lot. Like Zeus can just spam arc from a very far distance. Like Brewmaster, very survivable.
It's also a lot about the AoE control as well. You think about Puck, you think about Brewmaster. And Lion just doesn't have that utensil. I just don't think that it's the same type of hero. It's good. You can burst the hero down and they die very quickly.
I guess you could add Rasta to that mix as well.
Yes.
Rasta used to be very popular too.
Yeah. I like how PPD and Zai have been constantly pulling all the time. PPD is already level 4, 5 minutes into the game, which for a support is pretty amazing. I don't know why they're prioritizing so much levels on him, because Poison Nova is kind of cool, but you kind of pop Poison Nova and you're out of mana if you're a support. But I mean, they're encountering a lot of farm on their supports, which is pretty nice.
That's just the EG style. Make sure you get up Zai, make sure you get up PPD. And PPD just wants level 7, and then he's good to go. And then you just hit your R button, and if you die in the fight, then you die. But as long as you get your R button off, you're good to go. And you can't stand up in a fight if there's Metamorphosis and PPD has its ultimate.
Yeah.
It's just too much. And plus this push right now that you're clearly seeing is ridiculous. The Terrorblade coming out. They will rotate the Elder Titan here. They're going to push him back, and it's so hard to push into the Elder Titan with that stomp coming out as well.
That was a scary mother effer, I'll tell you what. Freaking terrible.
Let's get the Arcana as well.
His Arcana is really weird. It's like not colorful. Well, I think he made it black. Or
yeah. Arctora's is black, yeah. I think someone had a blue one yesterday that I remember. Is black maybe?
Black.
Yeah, black's blue ones. I like the white ones as well.
Do you like the pink one?
I haven't seen the pink one, so I don't know what it looks like.
I like the pink one.
So how's Kuro's farm? We haven't really focused on him at all.
1,000 gold, Aquila, Quelling Blade bottle. So he's getting up there actually. He has what, 39 CS? Not as much as Artur, but he's in an okay spot. He's looking to go for the early ratings, obviously, and that should be pretty good for him.
Does he go straight there?
Drum's optional. I think Drum's okay here. EG probably looking to take a lot of towers early, so.
I'm kind
of. What is the rationale for?
For drums? Yeah, just so you can fight early. Gives you a little bit more mana, you know, maybe helps you survive a multicast or whatever it may be.
Oh, that Flight won't slow though, and now the Lightning Bolt. Zeus's ult as well. They will not get the kill on Fear. Now the Magic Missile, they will turn it around. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Universe comes in as well, no TP. He has Nature's Wrath. He will not be able to fight this. The body block Puppey. It's a little bit too late. He did miss the Spirit Stomp coming in. Plague Ward coming out as well. Will turn this.
Puppey is a little bit too deep.
Yeah, they have to back away, and so just a 1-for-1 exchange, mid for a mid, and a lot of action happening.
Yeah. That was pretty good. 1-for-1 trade, but Zeus didn't get any levels out of that. That's probably the most important thing, especially this time of the game.
And they used Zeus ult as well, whereas the Ogre ult, you don't have to use that thing. That thing just happened.
What do you mean you don't? You don't? Don't you know the secret button that enables multicast?
Please tell me. You got the insider information. I need it.
Fear TP bomb with treads, Kuro.
Great fire blasted. He's in some trouble. Multicast goes out Song. He does get it off. Nature's Wrath. That took him down pretty low. He's going to have to TP away immediately. The Ignite did a lot of damage, but he will survive. RTZ contesting the top room looking for no tail. I don't think he has a
rather have the runes.
Look at that stack, though.
Wait, do they know that? Have they seen that stack?
I don't think so. They could put a Plague Ward up there and find out very easily, though, in PPD. He's not doing so, but they could definitely contest that with Terrorblade at some point, and they shouldn't give that away to Simba for free.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Oh, that's a really hard ancient to fight, because when you fight there, you're fighting usually downhill, and you're at a choke, too.
Yeah.
So you have to take down the mid tower generally before.
What if you come from behind, like from the secret shop route?
I mean, it takes a while, though, right? They have, what, Plague Wards plus maybe some Nature's Prophet summons. It takes a while. That's a big ancient set, because those are really difficult to contest unless you have a good ancient.
Oh, boy.
Like, you know, Beastmaster or something.
Out of position. Fear comes in. No multicast coming in except for the Ignite. Now that the Lightning Bolt swap out as well. Arc Lightning. Zeus is up, but Fear is so damn tanky. I got all this body fat. You can't kill me. They do get the kill on Zai, the Wraith King, somewhere else across the map. He's gone. Big Daddy's gonna stomp him up. There's gonna be a Fire Blast, and Croaky comes in. Riptide. They do get the kill. Fear diving too deep. And they also do get the kill as Universe TP's in and takes down Puppey, who is on the retreat. And up, actually in the lane. Zai died, so.
Big winner of these was Terrorblade. In the meantime, he's just farming, pushing. He gets the tier 1 tower. This was all happening in Naga's lane, so she couldn't farm as fast. And EG, creating space for Artur.
Yeah, this is just Artur's MO. He's in heaven right now.
What do you think about Terrorblade going Radiance against Naga? You don't see Radiance as often, obviously, but do you think it's better against Naga than it would be a normal, like any other hero? Considering it just to some degree kind of cancels it out.
In terms of man fighting, that's not really what you get Radiance for. In terms of being able to split push, I would say yeah. But EG I think is actually pretty good at keeping their lanes pushed out, especially with the Nature's Prophet on their team. Maybe if they didn't have it, I think it'd be a much more viable.
They're just trying to get up Ravage. He got body blocked by his own teammate. Fear is in some trouble. Ravage is going to go Wraith Fire Blast, swap out. Fear is in trouble. Not done yet though. Everyone is low from. Here comes Universe. He's going to get one. Will he get two? Zai's Magic Missile down. There's one. Puppey's still alive. TP out from Kuro. He leaves Puppey to die. 2-for-2 exchange. Actually, it was the reincarnation use from Zai as he is level 6 now. he's good to go.
That was a very good fight for EG. They get the TIE Hunter. They waste the Ravage just to kill Fear, which normally if you use your ultimate for 1 kill, it's okay. It's okay to use the Ravage, the Black Hole. But the aftermath, leaving the Vengeful Spirit and the TIE Hunter death, definitely not worth it.
It was pretty smart of Fear to get Treads, I think, over Arcanes, because he needs that extra HP. He's been like surprisingly tanky, and Ogre you generally think is pretty tanky, but
yeah,
Secret obviously.
TIE Hunter is gonna do those ancients, I think.
Yeah, and he's gonna get. He's actually pretty far away from that.
He's at 570 gold. Let's keep track of this.
So this
over under on his gold after this.
Yeah.
1400? No,
I'd say
1600.
I'd say under.
I'll say over 1600.
Over 1600.
All right, we'll see.
1100 gold.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they get the kill on no tail. As Fear just walks mid and just blows him up. It looks like with the Wraithfire Blast from his eye as well. And you guys, you said 1600, right?
Yeah.
Still 2 dragons, dude.
Yeah, there's still
We'll see. We'll see. Hold on. Just.
Dragons are.
Come on, towers.
Oh, that was a low dragon.
I'm already wrong. I was above 1400.
Easy.
Yeah.
Dragons at least 200.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Damn. That math, though.
I'm Asian, man.
16. There's one more. It's gonna be like.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1800.
Damn. 80 gold.
It's pretty sick.
Smoke of Deceit ganked down bottom. Who are they gonna find? It's gonna be Crow. This could be a huge kill. He doesn't have song. It's on cooldown. Wraithfire Blast. Oh, he does have song. It's gonna go. Oh! Get the kill. The clubs to the face. Fear gets it done. He's down for 32 seconds. What a big kill. He had 2,900 gold after his death, so they do stifle his ratings farm a bit.
Man, TB is just so far ahead of the Naga right now. After that tower and after that death. To be fair, I don't think the multicast would have mattered. He still had like Ignite plus Plague Ward damage on him, so it probably still would have ticked down. He didn't have a TP score either. So
yeah, even if he had song, he would still die.
The old Nature's Prophet Blade Mail build. I love this.
For a second, I thought PPD was flaming when it was like lagging to the Naga side.
Got him.
You got okay?
Naga's cast point though.
Yeah.
So slow.
It is.
R button, please.
Hey,
raise your hands.
You have to breathe deep to actually sing, you know? So
I need to sing the song of my people. I need
even
to live.
Split. Split is pretty long too.
Well, they changed that though.
Did they?
What, the Brew Split?
No, the Naga Split.
Naga Split, okay.
Yeah.
It was like, I thought you were talking about Brewmaster for a second. We find on different servers again.
But chat is lagging.
Wonder if they're having ping issues. We had a little bit of this yesterday, I think, as well. The Vici Secret Series, so.
Volvo?
Volvo, please.
No, but it says this can't open up stuff on browser.
It's Volvo, man. It affects your computers. It's infecting the entire network.
Them.
God damn it. It's Skynet. It's alive. Have you guys seen the trailer for the new Terminator?
I didn't even know there was a new Terminator coming out until somebody told me recently, and I'm like, where have I been? Like, can somebody show this to me? So.
I'm so over Terminator. The last ones have been garbage.
Yeah, the last one's been really bad. That's true.
Wait, how many were there? 4, right?
There was the first 3, and then there was Terminator.
No, there was the first 2.
Okay, well, yes, the first 2 were amazing, and then there was the third one with Arnold again, and we're like, who are these other actors?
And then the guy from Avatar.
Yes.
That was the 4th one.
Wasn't there one with
Christian Bale also?
Christian Bale, yeah.
Yeah, that one as well. Yeah.
I actually didn't see that one. Was that any good?
It was better than T3, I think.
Well, anything.
I think so. I think it was better than T3, but I don't think it was better by much. The only thing that really saved that movie is, again, probably Christian Bale, because his acting is always on point. But like, it was kind of a silly movie, to be honest.
Does it ruin it for you knowing that he's just a complete jerk? It does. I try not to let it affect me, but it kind of does.
We had this kind of conversation the other day where we talked about personalities and stuff like that, and I don't think it's really that big of an issue, honestly, as long as he performs doing his actual job.
So he could be like a serial murderer or whatever.
Well, I didn't say that. I mean,
keep it within the realms of the law.
I mean, like, he could be a jerk. If he murders people, that's different, you know. Like, we're talking about
well,
not like
probably
Bill
be in
Cosby
jail
or
at that
something,
point, but I don't know. Sounds a little too lax for my taste.
Maybe it was one outburst. One day.
No.
He had a bad day.
Yeah, it was like probably the one and only time he was just being a jerk, and it's just all over the internet. Now this guy's just famous for being a jerk.
No, that's not true though. I've heard inside stories, bro. I know people on the inside.
You do know people on the inside, yeah.
Yeah, and apparently Chevy Chase is also an absolute racist.
I've heard that as well.
No, yeah, but he totally looks apart.
He plays himself on TV.
That doesn't make it better.
Everybody forgives the racism of Chevy Chase because he's just so lovable somehow. Somehow a lovable racist. I don't know how that's possible. But.
And at this point, it seems like he's kind of senile as well, so he can get away with it, I think, for the most part. Have you guys watched Community at all? Or
yeah. I never liked him in Community. He's
no, yeah, I know. I think everyone else in that show is great, and then you look at Chevy Chase and you're just like, what are you doing here, man?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think he's thinking the same thing. Didn't he just leave?
He left.
He just left. Like, that's him, man. Like, how can you get away with that? You just leave a TV show at one point.
Dota!
Anyways, we're back into the game. Here we go. 5-8 the score currently. 12.5 minutes into the game. Terrorblade, like you mentioned, Ben, far and away your leader in terms of net worth in CS as well. And Brokey's got some catching up to do, it looks like.
The good old Arteezy Terrorblade.
Ruh-roh.
Wiggly wiggly.
Volvo. Please.
Volvo, come fix our internet, please.
Only in the morning, guys. Artur seems to be salty about it, as he always is.
So back to Christian Bale.
Back to Terminator.
Let's talk about anything but Dota.
So there's Terminator, there's Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, there's Star Wars.
Which is by far the most hype one, easily.
Wait,
why they didn't show anything. They just show the lightsaber with things and a little ball.
Yeah, but I mean, at least the CGI looked good. At least it looked like...
Well, just the fact that it's Star Wars is already more hype.
Yeah, it's J.J. Abrams.
Jurassic World looked like the worst movie.
Yeah.
Ever.
Also, it doesn't have Jeff Goldblum, so that's an immediate, like, they lost.
Wait, I thought he was...
Yeah.
He's definitely not in it?
I don't think he's in it. I mean, he might be a cameo, but I don't think he's part of the
I have to
cast.
admit, it doesn't really make or break the movie for me.
What's your opinion on Jeff Goldblum, Ben?
I don't know anything about pop culture.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting this. Like, we're talking about this stuff with you, and you're just like...
Wait, Merlin, you don't watch movies at all?
I watch some movies, but
Alright, what's your favorite movie?
I don't really like actor. I don't really know actors and actresses by name. That I don't follow the gossip.
Alright, favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I like most of the popular ones. I mean,
that's not...
I really dislike Gravity, though.
Okay.
I'm on the...
Alright, forget about dislike. Your favorite movie.
I like...
Specific.
I like The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
You and LD are on that Gravity hate train.
Gravity is awful.
Like,
I don't know why you hate it so much.
I see, like,
terrible.
I forget whatever it was the Interstellar movie that came out, and I just saw like LD tweeting like Gravity's such a shit movie or something like that. I'm like, both you guys hate that movie.
There's no story, dude.
I mean, it was exciting to watch like in IMAX. Like, yeah, there's no story, but that's not the point.
It's like watching a picture book, dude.
That doesn't entertain you?
No.
Were you all in the same room at the same time? I feel like LD infected everybody with his negativity.
I watched it with someone else.
Okay.
All right. Well,
to each their own, I suppose.
Oh, man.
Just shivers of disgust.
The Room is my favorite movie. What a great movie that
The
is.
Room?
The Room is pretty good.
Which one's that?
I hear stuff.
We're gonna get it
back to the game.
Merlin can't wait.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm so out of my element. Bring me Dota.
I'm just listening. It's okay.
Universe farming, he's ancient. He's nowhere near getting 1800 gold out of the
What do you think about the blade mail?
What?
No talisman thing that's been...
Okay.
Oh, dude, it's pretty good. Like, look at the damage.
Yeah, that's the burst damage and...
Look at the damage. He's like doing 140 damage almost. And,
Cuddle hat?
He's gonna do a lot.
I think with against the AoE in this game, against the No Tail, against Zeus, against everything that Secret have, Blade Mail is such a good pickup this game, I think, in all honesty, and it's the right way to go. We've seen Universe do a numerous amount of builds. We've seen the Maelstrom build, we've seen him go Midas before as well, but I think Blade Mail makes a lot of sense.
They found Fear?
He's gonna get spotted out by...
Well, it tells you that they want to fight a lot before the Naga gets Radiance plus a couple of other items, because TB's going to have Manta fairly soon, and then with the Blade Mail, I mean, they're not going for, let's say, a Necro Book, they're not going for a Midas, a Maelstrom, Blink, whatever split push build you want to go, so they're looking to bring the fight early before Secret gets their big items, Refresher on Tide too, which Simba get very, very often, so Secret needs to make sure they shore up their defenses, fight with Naga if necessary, or just sleep, disengage, and split push, and delay until later when the farming between Terrorblade and Naga can even out.
And we're seeing a smoke by Secret. I think they're trying to create some space for Naga to finish that raid.
They're gonna find Universe. He's
closer.
out of position. He sees the Spirit. TP coming in from Puppy. The stop going in. Maximus gets the Blade Mail off, not doing anything. Wow, he got blown up.
What a great pickup.
He was just sitting there farming, just minding his own business. He just gets destroyed.
When I see that pickup, I think of Skyrath Mage for some reason.
Yeah.
Very common pickup.
Or Pugna.
Yeah, Pugna too.
Pugna is fun.
We don't ever see... I think that's an underpicked hero, is Pugna.
You know, I thought so too. I was like, oh man, they should pick Pugna. And then the times that I see them, it's just like completely failed. Like they take the T1s, and you're like, oh man, this is going so good for Pugna, and then they just they can't do anything after
I feel like that hero has like an identity crisis. The buff to help your teammates when he should be a core hero. Like he's kind of in between.
What am I? Ice Frog, tell me, I need to know.
It's seriously, man. The hero brings a
lot. Not a core, not a support, a core port.
TI4, when all the pushing actually mattered, and they didn't change the bounties to the towers and stuff, that hero was fine. Now the hero is just like, I don't get any gold from these tower kills anymore. It's awful. I don't know what I'm doing anymore with my
but even then, he wasn't even picked that consistently.
No, he wasn't. You know? It was always like Razor, Furion.
I feel like when I think of the hero, other than like pushing the towers Nether Ward, or with the Nether Blast, Nether Ward against specific heroes like Sand King, which isn't even picked that much anymore.
Yeah.
It's just like such a good counter to specific heroes.
Good versus Rasa, the Sky.
It's very situational as any hero, but, well.
Vici liked it a lot.
They did.
I think that hero needs a little bit of a rework.
Vici also picked Lone Druid as well too, to a certain extent during that time period. I saw it a couple of times, I think, but it was just an all-out pushing.
Oh, multicast and slow and everything.
The RNG comes out again from Fear, and I wonder what's he sitting at in terms of itemization for Fear right now. He must be
on a point booster.
He's probably getting close, yeah.
Is it going to be the Ags right away?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be.
I was talking to Fear yesterday, and he was telling me that to him, Axe on Ogre is the best Axe in the game.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, and essentially, if you're a support, he was saying that. And if you're a support, and you just get brown boots and an Axe, suddenly that hero becomes as threatening as a core.
Yeah. There's a couple. I mean, Witch Doctor is pretty darn good. Tiny's is really good.
He might be using Hyperbole.
Okay.
He was
that's EG though. They go for the blanket statements.
They
do.
Yes. They really do.
This is the best. This is the worst. There's no in between.
Well, they're gonna go for Roshan now. Arteezy pops the Metamorphosis, the all-black Terrible Arcana.
That looks pretty sick, I won't lie.
And Universe and Arteezy are going to go to work, and they should take this down pretty quickly. So this is going to be another objective taken for Evil Geniuses. And although the Astral is going to come out, maybe you think about contesting this if you're secret. You have your Ravage. There is no Song, obviously, but with Ravage, maybe they go in here. Sprout's going to be up. That's actually, I don't think, anywhere of note.
Elder Titan's such an amazing hero against Roshan, though. One of the best, I would say. It used to be all about the Bat Rider, but now it's all about the Elder Titan.
17-minute Radiance, not too shabby.
Yeah, that's not bad. He got killed once, and then the rest of the time he was just farming, getting kills as well. He's been involved. So.
He's not going to be fighting still. Like, you always get like boots of travel right afterwards, which just helps split push, and then you start getting a little bit more.
He might set something up with Song if he needs to, but for the most part, he'll probably just sit back and farm, I think. I don't know if they just let this Roshan go for free, and they certainly
should not. They have a lot of good team fight too. They just need Elder Titan to keep stomping Roshan.
Haven't really seen the Zeus being that effective of a pick so far.
No, I mean there haven't really been that many big engagements either, and you have these big fat heroes near your face.
Exactly.
Like Zai on the Wraith and Ogre that are difficult to burst down quickly with Zeus.
Smoke of Deceit gang's gonna go. They're gonna run into a couple of Illusions. Illusions battling, and
gonna
get caught out. Magic Missile, Lightning Bolt comes down from the heavens. They blow him up, and he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And Kuro Knight might be pushing this tower and getting this, which is the second.
Oh, TB looks like he was heading into Roshan. I don't know if they're planning on doing it.
He doesn't have Metamorphosis anymore. It's not easy to take now. They don't have Treants. They're probably just gonna trade Tier 1 towers at this point. Tier 1 tower top goes, Tier 1 bottom is going to get glyphed, and so far no TPs coming in, so it looks like they're not going to defend this. They're going to just try to stifle off the push of EG, and then go back to work again. Terrorblade does have his Manta Style, by the way, plus 200 gold. He has an Ultimate Orb, I believe that's his on the Courier as well, flying out, so his Scotty's already getting started. So as fast as Kuro's Radiance was, and 17 minutes isn't that bad by any stretch of the imagination, Terrorblade's just on another level right now, it seems like.
Yeah, go ahead.
He'll still catch up really easily though once he has Radiance. Like Naga doesn't really have any farming tools. She's not that great at jungling prior to Radiance, unlike Terrorblade. But I think once Terrorblade gets Manta Scotty, he'll be strongest relative to Naga than he will be. And then after that point, the gap will close a lot. Right now it's already starting to close, but Scotty's just such a big up on the Terrorblade. But I don't know if they'll be able to put Tigeron with it unless they get the Aegis.
Yeah, they really do need that Roshan, and I expect to see a play happen around that pit, whether it's a smoke gank or a smoke into the pit from either team. It would be huge. But the Astral's going to keep coming out over and over and over again for no tail to scout up the Roshan. So,
question for you guys: if Simo keeps getting farmed, which he seems to be doing, is Terrorblade really forced to go BKB right here? Of course, he doesn't want to.
I think so. Double Ravage. I mean, with Elder Titan, it's just so easy to kill a Terrorblade without a BKB. And they don't have any defensive heroes either, right? They don't have a Vengeful Spirit like you'll usually see on the side of a Terrorblade.
Wow, he went 4 stuff.
4-step on
Hunter. He had 2.3k gold, and instead of going for refresher directly,
he wants more movement options. That's fine.
Blink 4 stuff. Interesting.
I've seen this a lot though.
There's a couple 4-steps on their team now, but I mean, Secret's big advantage is team fights, and like you said, there's no true BKB holders for EG. It's kind of like they have to force it. Yeah. And as a result, I think Zeus getting an early Veil would be really good, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And also, meanwhile.
Oh, nice deal.
4-step. There you go. It's
already
worth
it. Hit off. Fear gets stomped up. He's stunned. Zai's on the backside, and they're not going to go for this. And Simba has the haste Shrinin. Coming back away. Fear's Ags is actually almost done. He is one component away.
The way this game's been playing, you'd think it was a best of one for 3rd place.
Yeah.
Pretty passive overall.
It's not the high flashy style we saw coming out from those first couple of games from both squads in EG and Cloud9, but I think right now Evil Geniuses, they're in a good position, but you talked about the Naga getting farmed, the Tidehunter getting the refresh orb, and I feel like there is this kind of a clock for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah. Oh, Universe. Oh, wow, the damage of Puppey. He melts by RTC, and S4 collect price, and Universe is going to go down. But yeah, insane amount of damage with that Blade Mail.
And some people have been saying that like Zeus is really good versus Terrorblade because you can ult and then find the right Terrorblade and then immediately burst them down. But they have plenty of AoE already to kind of destroy the illusions.
Do you think TV picks up BKB next? Is that 100% necessary after the Scotty?
If they want to push high ground, yes. If they don't, then Butterfly and just keep farming.
I don't know if that's the best idea, though. Like, if you keep farming, the Naga's just going to pass you, I think.
Well, I mean, pushing into a Tidehunter and Naga is not a good idea either.
Yeah.
So it depends on what they want.
So who has the late game?
I would say Secret because they have better ultimates. Like Venom ult, whatever. Like you're fighting against illusions, which is not that great. Ogre is decent, but he doesn't really have any mobility right now. And I just think that the Stomp plus Ravage and then Sleep and then the defensive cooldown, defensive swap is going to be really, really big too. And they don't really have a good way to protect Terrorblade. They could just all in on Terrorblade and then take the fight.
I feel like the way games have been playing since this last patch, it's all about the refresher. Like whichever team has the most refreshers has the best chance of winning. Not sure if I like that, but
the refresher is a strange item.
It's so freaking good. And we talked about how maybe they could nerf it so it doesn't include BKB, but is that even enough? I don't know.
Let's wait and see.
I mean, this is like a core. Like, go back like a year and a half, and then throughout the entire Dota history, refresher's never really been core on anybody.
Oh, they're getting Zai, but he's gonna slow people. I don't know if that's what they really want.
For them. Pup is already caught out of position, not done yet. There's gonna be the ear splitter going in, Ravage as well. Zai is out of the fight, it looks like. He's not even close. He does get stomped up. Zeusol does so much damage. They have to back away now. Arteezy Sutters onto S4, multicast goes in, but it's not looking like the best fight for Evil Geniuses. Poison Nova gets off. Arteezy's done as well. Natural order, the Zeus damage, the AoE is real. Secret are going to work. They take down 4. They're probably gonna take down 5 as well. Kuro is coming in, 4-step. Gosh, easy 5-man wipe coming out from Secret. Beautiful swap coming out from Puppey to set that fight up, and then the stop as well.
Bloodstone?
Yeah, he just built a Bloodstone. Like he got well, he suicided.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. And as I pointed out, suicide did happen.
Yeah.
So
it's a 5-for-1 almost.
Yeah. 5-for-2. But I'm actually surprised because I didn't expect Zeus to go for Blastone. Normally you see them wanting to go for the Axe, Refresher, Veil. There's so many choices for the Zeus, but he decides to go first for the 4-step, now for the Blastone. And I guess this means that they will want to fight a lot against CG from now on.
Well, especially with after that fight. Now Naga's finally leapfrogged ahead over Terrorblade. That did not take long. I expected it to happen like maybe around the 30-minute mark.
Yeah. I think not getting Roshan earlier hurt Evil Geniuses a lot. And they are going to find No Tail though. They're going to pick up a kill. He's going to try to get his stomp off. No such luck though.
Just support.
They really need BKBs on EG though. Like Wraith King needs one, Terrorblade needs one, Nature's Prophet eventually at some point too.
Yeah.
Maybe even Ogre.
Could be.
Simba's in. They don't have Ravage. Song is available though, and the illusion's already being annoying. They haven't taken the tier 1 tower, so despite losing that fight, they didn't really get an objective off the back end of that. Roshan wasn't taken, the tier 1 tower wasn't taken, so...
You still feel very threatened for EG though. You're losing a mid-game fight, and then you don't really have late game secured either.
Oh, they're going for Fear. Trade the stuns, but S4 has a lot of damage here. Fear's gonna fall. Here comes Universe. He tries to collect, but it's gonna be hard. Zai with the stun. He's gonna get S4. Vengeful Spirit dies. S4 is also gonna die right here. and this is a great counter gank from EG.
Yeah, they really needed that. Those 2 kills, although they're... I mean, Esper obviously is a big target, Puppey not so much, but this is what it turns into. It turns into Roshan, and you could still maybe think about contesting. You have Ravage coming off cooldown pretty soon. Fun to Zai.
So
he actually has Reincarnation in 12 seconds, so he needs to be careful. And I don't know. I don't know if they can really commit to this, honestly. Zeus is back
Ravage
in
is up
6
now,
seconds.
too.
Yeah, Ravage is up, so they have to actually just back out of the pit.
Can you guys remind me how the Astral Spirit works as far as the minus armor? Is it's split or something like that, right? One of them is minus magic, one of them is minus...
No, you're talking about the aura, or you're talking about...
How the aura works with the
No, the aura works with both.
It's the
what
same.
Am I thinking? Is
the stomp, your hero does physical damage,
yeah,
and the illusion is magical damage.
So that's actually negligible then.
Yes.
It does very little damage.
Nice catch by Universe on Big Daddy in the bottom lane.
Big Daddy's not having a fun
This
game.
is what they need to do. They need to find pickoffs. This 4 is going to get jumped on by Zai, but there's no follow-up.
Yeah,
Zai's going to get got on. He does have Reincarnation. Fear's like, I'm running. I'm going to get you. But maybe not so much, and they're just in the back way. I think
the Scotty's... That's actually a late Scotty if you think about it. He had a lot of the components about like 5-6 minutes ago.
He could have had that at like 21, 22 minutes, and now finished at 25. Blink
Oh,
Ravage.
whoa!
Oh, it goes on to PPD, but he just TP'd in. Bit of a misplay there from Sim, but they have to back away. Ravage is now on cooldown.
Yeah.
Jump the gun a bit.
They might have to blow sleep here.
TP coming from Universe. I'm not sure
Where is
though.
Universe going?
I think he canceled the TP. I think he's staying bottom for the most part. Multicast, those 3 ignites going in, the wave's going to get cleared, and there's the meta now done for the Naga Siren as well, but they're going to head to the Roche Pit for Evil Geniuses, and maybe they can finally fish it now. Can they do it? Can they take it down?
This poor Roche, he's so teased, man. So you're going to kill me or not?
Please just kill me.
That's still pretty good though, that they delayed the first Roche until 26.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, if you're Seeker right now, you're pretty happy with how this game is going. You just have to make sure that you don't lose a big fight, especially with this Aegis up on RTZ, and in turn lose a lot of objectives. So
yeah, just they have really good high ground defense. So if it's just straight 5-on-5 without any base pickoffs, I think Secret can hold high ground for a very long time.
Yeah,
and it's gonna get easier and easier the more time it passes as well.
There's the Ags for Fear. Apparently the best Ags in the game.
That should have been done earlier too. We talked about the Terrorblade and the Scotty, but that Ags had all of its components sans a Blade of Alacrity at like maybe 20 minutes. So
that's the timing you'll see on a good timing for support.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. It's just like the fact that Ogre doesn't farm particularly fast, even if he was left with a core roll, which allows him to actually get level 13, just doesn't help him with the farm. And
goodbye, Puppey.
Puppey is gonna die.
You got that illusion, buddy. Nice job. Let's get out of here.
ET ult also used to no avail.
Nothing really going on.
Fear trying to punch a Naga illusion as well.
So, okay, they're getting a couple of kills here and there. A lot of them on our supports on like, you know, No-Tail and the Elder Titan. They got one at S4 earlier too, so that's good. And they're not really dealing with Crow, so he's still farming. He's up to 265 CS now currently. But the more pickups they get, the more room they make on the map. And Fear might get spotted.
Well,
back away.
the kills on those supports aren't terribly useful, right? Elder Titan still has his aura, and Venge still has her swap and her auras too. Whereas Venom.
Can he run away? No.
Oh, he is done. I think.
Oh wow.
Universe should fall here. Croaky will probably pick up the kill, and he will. That's a mega kill streak going for Croaky as well. That's pretty big coming out. So
it's a pretty fast 16.
I think EG's going to have the opportunity to really use this Aegis to a high effectiveness. I mean, Terrorblade in general is not a very good holder anyway, right? Metamorphosis is such a long cooldown.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, it should be pretty good for Secret since they have a lot of ultimates, and you want to, trade it for Ravage or something like that.
You know, I was talking to the guys from C9 yesterday, and they were half joking, saying, "Man, Phoenix Terrorblade is going to be the new meta game." Because if you get Axe on Phoenix, it resets the cooldowns of the normal abilities from the person you pull as well with you.
True.
Oh well, Puppey's gonna die here.
Metamorphosis is going to work. Simba multicasted twice, and he's in some trouble. Oh, the fourth the low ground though, but Zai from the high ground. Wraithfire Blast, but it does get cracked and chilled off, and he still will go down. That took a bit longer than they might have wanted to.
They can still chase, and they find this fort. Nice, fort up once again.
Yeah, these 4 steps have been on point, and Zai can't get across the ravine here. The chasm is too
but
big.
Fear is there, and he has a DD. This Ogre punches hard. Look at 3 times multicast.
It's all going wrong all of a sudden for Secret. Triple kill for Arteezy, and he's just going to go to work now. He's going to continue to conjure images and try to take down these tier 2 towers as best as possible.
Sunder Fear, Sunder Fear.
Sundered an illusion.
Okay.
I believe that was an illusion.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the timer on Aegis? 156? That's
2 minutes. He won't have Metamorphosis though if they decide to go for Aggro, which I don't think they will. They'll probably back up. Maybe not.
They can set up for... Well, they can get some damage while Tide is down, but that's not for a very long time.
I mean, they know that all their ults are still up. Ravager's not used. Zeus ult is now back up after that one kill.
And they can't fight into this.
Oh,
they saw they're going to get Arteezy.
Well, it is the Aegis.
He's going to die twice.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to come in.
Maybe they will. Arteezy getting caught out, slept, swap back in, and he's done.
Yeah, there's no saving you. Arthur will sing songs to tell the tales of your valor.
Maybe Zeus.
Wow, yeah, wow, that was...
I see what you did there.
Interesting. What?
The Dagon.
Really?
Zap. He doesn't do enough damage with zapping. He's got to zap some more.
He has the weirdest build I've ever seen for Zeus.
I was expecting mobility or Veil or something.
Almost always prefer Veil over Dagon, especially with an ET, but...
I guess they really want to burst down the Terrorblade and would rather have the single target damage than the AoE.
So BKB becomes even better now. Because remember, Veil will stay on through BKB, so once the BKB's up, the Veil's still on. Dagon, well, you just can't cast it.
The way that EG takes fights, though, aren't really like BKB oriented, though, right? BKB is for really quick engagements. EG's in it for the long game, right? Metamorphosis lasts a really long time. Wraith King, 2 lives. Ogre doesn't really need any sort of mana, and Venom's all about the Plague Wards and the damage over time. So EG's looking to take extended fights where, like, even if he does get a BKB, if he BKBs at a wrong time, or I mean, even if he BKBs at the right time, there is no best time, maybe to dodge a Ravage, but even so, they still have a ton of sustained damage on both sides.
4 staff for PPD now, and it looks like the Secret is going to try to pressure the lanes, pressure the map, although, I don't know, Zai is just kind of out of position. I mean, that's going to get flown, but Zai can't even blink out. He's in some trouble.
It might be fine, actually.
He actually could live here in PPD. Thinking about maybe 4 staffing. Another Fire Blast coming in. There's the most beautiful from Fear.
Oh, right away, Zai.
10 HP. Arteezy gets sleeped up. Sunder goes in as well. The Scotty's slow. Big Daddy, goodbye, buddy. He's going to buy. He doesn't get his full 4 staff as he buys the Ring of Regen as well as the Staff of Wizardry, but that's it.
3 deaths for a reincarnation, which is a level 2 reincarnation, so 2 minutes. Totally not worth it. And EG with a perfect rotation there. Secret. They tried to kill Zai, but he was deceptively tanky.
Kiro's probably like, team, what are you doing?
Can you not do this, please? I'm trying to farm down.
I just thought about this. Kraken Shell is actually not very good against multicast, especially when it's in a big engagement. Because if it gets proc, there's more stuns to come in quick succession. It's pretty smart.
So smart.
Song goes in.
They're going to buy back.
They have Ravage. They're ready to go. No refresher. He's going to pop it here in just a second. It's about to go in. It will. On to 3. They get 1 kill immediately. That's Universe dead. Arteezy falls as well. PPD's going to get net up. Anchor smash. Boom. They get the laser. He's donezo.
That Dagon was so underwhelming.
Got him. Just did like no damage to PPD, but they zap him, they get the kill. Easy enough. Haste is picked up for Zai. He's going to get out of dodge. And good buyback coming out. Good song as well. Good high ground defense. This is what you were talking about, I think.
The question is, what stops Secret, other than cooldowns, to keep doing this over and over? If EG doesn't go for BKB, this can potentially happen every single time.
They have to get the BKB.
Yeah. We'll have to see if they... I'm not sure. Is anyone building towards a BKB on EG right now?
He's going for Butterfly, looks
Universe
like,
has an Ogre Club. That is a BKB recipe as well. He actually has his full BKB.
Yeah, he has a BKB.
Fear has an Ogre Club.
Yeah, but that's Nature's Prophet. Well, he's doing a decent amount of damage, but it's not going to be enough.
I mean, he's pretty squishy. Zai's going to get caught with the sleep as well. He does have Reincarnation. It's level 3. TP's not going to work out. S4 slide through with the 4 staff. Lightning bolts as well. Zeus ult. They're going to chase after him. Gush is going to go, and I think Zai is still dead here. Right, Blast goes in. And, well, Stomp comes out as well. Zai, goodbye, my friend. Looks like you're going to die here, buddy. Universe is TPing in, though. Look at this. Nature's Wrath goes to work, and now the game... Oh, wow! They're going to turn this around. Simba's dead. 2 down all day. S4 full staff, TP out. He might make it and will do so. Mid lane, Artur and Kuroki. Kuroki has to pop the song to stay alive.
So slow.
He doesn't have a TP scroll, though. Oh, he has his boots of travel, but they're on cooldown for 10 seconds.
I mean, he has heart.
Yeah, he's fine. Okay.
He's a big boy.
He's good to go.
And the upgrade of the Dagon begins. I think an Ethereal Blade would have been even better than the Dagon. I mean, we talked about Veil, we talked about all these other... Anybody that Terrorblade goes on, just Ethereal teammate.
Ethereal Blade, or
TB, since he doesn't have...
Manta.
Oh, that's true.
On a BKB.
Or just Refresher. Refresher's good too.
Or Axe.
Or X.
So basically, Dagon's like bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, Dagon, we don't like it.
Yeah, Veil, Refresher, and Ghost is probably.
I mean, if this goes like
choices.
70, 80 minutes, then the Dagon's gonna be pretty good, along with every other item he picks up. But
Right.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Yule's is good too, right? But
Look at these illusions.
These illusions are hard to deal with. Look, RTZ loses 40% of his HP.
He went Butterfly as well, by the way, so you were talking about that, and it looks like they want to just maybe
Oh, he does
save
have
farm,
the
so.
yeah, it's the one they want to end the game. If they want to try and end at like 45, you know, you get Butterfly then BKB. If they want to end at 35, you get BKB first and push high ground. But
They made that decision.
yeah, he wouldn't have had BKB before anyways, and even if he had, he would have been the only one like in that vicinity with decent HP. So they need to like mass BKBs.
What about Zai?
I mean, he's a Wraith King, right?
Assault Curiosity, yeah, he's going for the Vlad's AC. Straight up utility. And this
He
is
can
gonna
still
give
get
him a lot.
BKB too, though, so
Yeah.
he can initiate on people.
But for now, this is what they need, especially against the other Titan. They need that armor. They need it desperately, and even pushing into the high ground, and it's just pretty good as well. But it's a long ways before that. Secret have a couple of BOTs. Simba's gonna get forced away from a potential engagement. He's probably fine. Stop goes into the mid lane.
They want to fight now. They're coming back.
Fierce
Trying to find
wrapping
someone.
around.
Is there a swap?
RTZ? I think they gushed him, but he's fine. And Roshan is going to respawn in a minute and a half. So that could be the next point of contention for both these
Smoking
squads.
time.
Dun, dun, dun.
And they're going to smoke up. They're going to head over towards the Roche pit, maybe. Kuroki doesn't get the smoke with them, so maybe he'll bait this to a certain extent. Roche is not up yet. It could be, but it's not. So they'll check it quickly, head up towards the Ancient Stack. Maybe go on Zai here. Could be an okay pickoff. He still does have Reincarnation, and he blinks away, actually, and he's good to go. So I don't know if they're going to find anybody with this. They might have to dive a tier 2 tower.
Well, there's people there in the tier 2, yeah. And Zai is showing himself. They spot him. Do they want to go for him?
I think they...
He uses his stun. Maybe this is
Zai's going to walk up to the high ground here. Zai, don't do it, man. You're too young.
He really is.
Okay, he's fine, actually. He's not going to do it. They're going to back away.
Talked about how the AC would be really nice. If you really think about it, I mean, it obviously still would be the best pickup for EG right now. Look at the minus armor. So you have Venge, you have Elder Titan with the base armor reduction.
Yes.
You have Riptide from Nagasai, and you have Gush, which we never talk about
That's
as
true.
minus armor. How much is that? Is it minus 7
6,
or
I
8?
think. 5.
Not even close. 5. Very good. Gush is like the forgotten spell of Tidehunter.
Well, everyone just talks about the nuke damage, and then people neglect to talk about the armor reduction.
Yeah, I miss his old, even though this one's obviously the Anchor Smash, the old one.
Yeah.
I really miss that one. He was like a carry, almost.
Universe got a courier with a quarterstaff, so
Uh-oh.
Nagasai is not going to have Butterfly anytime soon.
Typical Furion plays.
Just
He could farm that up in like literally 20 seconds, so
Yeah.
might as well just buy another one.
Head to the
Don't
jungle,
need to-
good to go.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just buy it, bro.
Just another one.
Hey, you're gonna buy a Dagon, might as well. Just buy a second quarter staff.
So we see Venom going for a hood. And EG needs a lot of items to push high ground. They need, I would say, a pipe, probably at least 2, probably 3 BKBs and an Aegis to make it really safe. And that just gives Secret all the time in the world to farm up refresh.
Oh, what a swap from Puppy. They get fear. Can they burst him down? They do, and now suddenly it's just like back away.
It's the Dagon.
Guerrilla tactics coming from
Zap, zap. There's the BKB finished up for RTZ in the meantime, so they do get Fear, but Arctor does get enough room to farm up. But Fear dead for 50 seconds. This is perfect timing for them to be able to get Roshan. It's respawned already. It's ready to go.
Oh, Puppy is level 16 on VS. That's pretty disgusting.
Yeah,
That is why the swap was
There's
so
nothing
huge.
you can do about that now.
We didn't even see that coming, and all of a sudden, boom.
If he could somehow get Ags, which isn't going to happen, but I think that's one of the top 10 Ags in the game. That is amazing.
I like the axe. Yeah, it's pretty good. I actually haven't built it yet.
I have like 20 top 10s though, so that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I think Blink's a lot better for him, just so he doesn't die.
Yeah, Blink would be good too.
When he swaps him.
This is really bad for EG. They're going to let the Roche of the Aegis go towards Secret. Kuroki will pick up the Aegis, and I mean, his Butterfly is going to be coming out as soon as the courier respawns.
He has 5.5k gold on top of that as well, so immensely rich. If any constellation, he will not be picking any other item until the Aegis expires.
I think that Secret drafted very well against what EG was prepared to do this game. They have heroes that scale very well into late game, like Zeus with Static Field, Venge, minus armor and percent-based aura, tied with Refresher. Like, all these heroes scale very well, not to mention Elder Titan, and they have good high ground defense too. So they know that EG can't end the game early, and then we can take this late because we have the better heroes for it. So all they need to do is just not feed, get a lot of farm on Naga Siren, and they've accomplished.
Oh, nice
What a
dodge!
sidestep, the jukes are real. Universe, there's the sprout going. And
Ouch!
he has to BKB for this and TP home. He's like, that's just too much damage.
The Dagon.
Yeah, you got zapped, man. What is that, level 2? Level 3, I think?
It's going to be 4 now, right?
Yeah. 2 more levels are coming.
It's on its way. That's frightening.
So much burst.
Do you know in a lot of ways the Astral Spirit works kind of like a veil, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is it diminishing returns at a certain point? How does that work with if he gets veil on?
I mean, it's additive, not multiplicative, but it's still really good.
Do you know if the Zeus passive procs on items? No, it doesn't, right?
The Zeus
no,
what? No, it doesn't.
No.
That'd be sick. 4 stat, boom! Everyone takes damage.
Magic stick.
Toggle.
Basilisk toggle, yeah.
That'd be amazing.
All right. ET has the Perseverance. Potentially the Lincoln Sphere coming out for No Tail. It's pretty good against a lot of the Suns. You have, obviously...
Oh, Puppy. Nice blink.
Oh, the blink. Wow. Disjoints the Wraith Fire Blast and gets away immediately.
Oh, he got spotted by ward.
And they're TPing in. Kuroki's going to work, and it looks like he's already TP'd up there. He's chasing after
Nice
Hero's Eyes
cancel by
alone.
S4. Yeah, canceled his TP. Oh,
See,
yeah.
wave it too. They see him.
Oh,
He is
wow.
done.
Okay, bye-bye.
Reincarnation, his blink's on cooldown for a couple more
Look at the mini-map. Nobody's within a mile radius to help the poor
Good luck, Zai. You're on your own, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
17-0, hope that helps you.
He's dead for 70 seconds. This could be the first game we see Zai lose on Wraith King. Although
Nah, that thing that just doesn't happen.
just doesn't
They'll
happen.
find a way somehow.
The servers will crash or something.
Yeah. Remake.
The stats site will not record this game for whatever
The
reason.
Radiant Age just suddenly dies.
Yeah.
They can't.
It reminds me of the Gambler. The old hero in Dota.
Oh yeah,
they
yeah,
only
yeah.
have a chance to just get a kill. You just die. No big deal. I never actually got to play that hero though.
Throw money at people.
So Kuro is actually almost 6-slotted.
That butterfly though, yeah, he just needs to get another item for that Aegis and then he's good to go.
I don't even know what he gets next. The fuse was okay, but Terrorblade, not so much.
What would you get instead of Diffusal?
I don't know. Crit?
Maybe MKB for the butterfly?
Yeah, but your illusions do a lot of damage.
That's true.
I don't know.
Desolator.
Abyssal? I have no idea.
Go Scotty, man.
Necro 3 Refresher is what a lot of 7-slotted Nagas go for.
Oh yeah, Refresher will eventually be there if the game goes long enough, that's for sure.
70 minutes into the game, God forbid.
Ugh.
We're not there yet. We're at 42 minutes in this first game. It's shaping up to be a good one so far.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you think about the story of this game, EG has been constantly the best Western team for the last 6 months, I would say.
Yes.
And Secret is a team that, in everyone's eyes, has to be or has the potential to become that best team.
They're the Miami Heat of a few.
They are the Miami Heat, and EG is the San Antonio Spurs.
I don't know. At the same time, at Starlighter, I was like, at Starlighter, I was very impressed and disappointed by Secret at the same time. Like some of the drafts I thought were very poor, like letting Lycan slip through so many times in the pool. And now they just ban it every single time. And at the same time, I was impressed by a lot of their mid-game holds and some of the drafts that, like for example, Elder Titan wasn't that popular back then. So.
Yeah. We have to keep in mind that Secret is a fairly new team. As much as these players have known each other, they've known each other for a long period of time, but this is like them just coming together right now in the past couple of months since TI4, whereas you already had the 4 players of EG and even Fear before Mason came along and before Fear's injury, so...
At what point do we stop talking about that? Like, at what point is that not an issue?
When they win a land.
Injury, or...
No, like, if they continue to not win lands, let's say, like, in 3-4 months, are we still going to say, oh, they're relatively new? Like, at what point do you stop saying they're...
I already think it's
like the chemistry.
I already think it's over. Yeah, I don't talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Sai with the jump. Big Die no chill is like, I want nothing about it, but
swap.
Puppy with the swap. BKB is popped on RTC. He's gonna melt Puppy, and they're going for Universe right now. Universe has to sing the song of Kuroki, but with all the BKBs, that's not doing that much. The BKBs are gonna run out. Kuroki will run out himself.
That's a really good fight for EG, and they're not done yet. Kuroki couldn't leave, actually.
He's so fast,
Zai should have his Blink Dagger pretty soon here. Plague Ward's going to go. They want to keep vision.
That butterfly,
Kuroki's
man.
Just so damn speedy. He just zips away.
Flutter, boys.
Just pop that thing,
I
get
think
out.
that EG has capitalized on the many mistakes that Secret has made. They've just given away a lot of heroes, and when Naga isn't ready to fight. She just lost her Aegis, so she's not really looking to take a fight right now until at least she fills her 6th slot. And EG
which you can do it at any point now.
Yeah, which you can do at any point, but still, they're looking for good positioning. They don't want to get BKB zerged by EG. They want to be able to get the jump with Song Initiate or whatever it may be. Or if even, like, 1 or 2 heroes BKB, they just focus them down. Like Universe, he's really squishy.
She went for Diffusal. Is Simbag ready to any close to the refresher, by the way?
He should have it.
Oh, he has it, yeah.
He's good to go. He has double Ravage. He couldn't even get one Ravage off in that fight. But
the real problem for EG is trying to get high ground.
Yes.
That's super difficult.
We've talked
I
about
thought you
it.
were saying trying to get high.
No, well, they have no
mean-
problem with that.
I mean, that's the thing. They take one fight, and then what do they transition that into? But eventually that could mount into just everything. Like,
If they can force buyback.
Oh, 1,
Fresh.
2.
Okay.
Dagon. Gush.
All right. He's pretty important.
Okay, what do you think about that? Because, yeah, you killed the Terrorblade, but he has buyback.
That's okay. They just all in on Terrorblade.
Yeah.
I think they should do that in team fights too. It's just all about him.
Okay, now this is awkward.
Zai?
Can he
I don't
TP away?
have buyback either.
Oh, no.
That's not a buyback. He's up for 80 seconds.
The farm concentration is just so high on Terrorblade that, I mean, yeah, sure, Ogre has like Ags and almost BKB, and Zai has AC and stuff, but we just saw how not useless he is. He just dies really quickly. No one else has any sort of survivability.
I mean, they're gonna have to force the Terrorblade buyback here, and even that, I mean, that won't have Zai to jump in. It's gonna be a 4 versus 5 engagement. Although Ravage is down now, this still could be a kind of tough defense. But they'll force the buyback probably, then back away. Maybe we'll see. Looks like they're gonna try to get out. Multicast onto S4. Another one going through as well. Fear BKB's up. They want to fight this Force Staff away. Who's coming into the backside? It's Universe. Pops the BKB. He's going for Sprout. There's going to be the Song going in. They really want S4. They do pick up Puppy, but it's the only kill they've secured. TP away from Kuroki. No Tail and everyone else on the retreat. They're both going to TP out. They'll make it away.
Oh.
That is huge. BKB's forced buyback force, and they only lose Puppy on Secret side.
So all they are right now is just one Terrorblade death away from potentially taking high ground or ending the game. So, I mean, it's really difficult for RTZ to avoid these sort of ganks. So
Well, now with Ravage down, though, at least for a couple more seconds, you try to push high ground here for Evil Geniuses or make something happen?
they still have one Ravage, and they still have sleep up in probably 30 seconds.
Well,
So
the Ravage is up for another minute, but is that enough time?
it's too risky, right? Secret has all their buybacks.
Yeah.
And if it's just one Terrorblade death again, and they don't even have the T2 down mid.
So maybe you just try to go for another Roshan, another Aegis if you're...
Well, Roshan is not up anytime
Roshan's
soon,
not
right?
up
It's
yet.
like you need 3 minutes, and by that time we'll have double Ravage, we'll have everything.
yeah.
So.
So it's going to be tough. They have to find a pick-off maybe for Evil Geniuses and then transition that into Roshan.
They don't have any good way to get picks, though, right? And they don't have... like, Wraith can initiate on someone, but Terrorblade doesn't really have the mobility that Secret has. And if they bait out someone and they get defensively swapped, the fight's over, and they'll lose multiple heroes.
I think that's why Ogre was kind of picked, is to try to get pickoffs with that Aghanim Scepter really rush. But the problem is
he doesn't have Blink or
they have the
anything.
swap, you have all this team fight from Secret, like what? I don't know
Going
what
for that BKB really hurt Fear. If he could get that Blink Dagger, then things would be a lot easier, but that's not the case. Ravage is coming off cooldown in about 7 seconds here. Zeusald's going to go. They just want to get Vision. Dagon goes. They get a kill. PPD was way out of position.
Oh, Zai, what are you doing?
He's going in right now. He's alone. Zai's going to pop his reincarnation, but where's the follow-up coming through here? Simba has Ravage. Where we go? It's about to pop. Zai's getting low and snared up.
Oh, Kuro is taking a lot of damage right now.
Down as well. Song's going to go. Arteezy's full BKB going to work. Is it enough?
Oh,
Kuroki's he's going to go. He might make it out.
Oh.
Away. He will survive. They lose 2. They lose 3. Evil Geniuses. They're going to lose 4. Arteezy's going to die.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Puppy magic missile. It's a team wipe. Evil Geniuses.
Oh no! Wait a second! Just in time! Just at the last second. No one wanted to close.
Though he's gonna try to go to work. Simba's gonna go and take it. Zap. S4 says no. You are not surviving. Here comes Universe buying back. Gets 1.
Oh,
gets
gets
2.
2.
Absolute. It's a helo.
Kuroki's here.
Kuroki's gonna come to work, but
okay.
that's it. Down for 120 seconds there, and that fight was a disaster for Evil Geniuses. My God.
They took as much as they could take, but Secret was just so strong. They got the advantage by taking the Venomancer at the beginning of the whole fight, and then it was just 1 by 1. If Arteezy had died when the Venture was attacking him, that would have been a big blow, but the fact that he sundered allowed him a little bit more time. They took a couple of kills. It's not a disaster, but it will probably mean Raxus.
And from here on out, KuroKy won't be surprised by the double.
Force staff while sleeping? Oh, man.
That was so good.
Arteezy was almost able to take out KuroKy because of the surprise MKB.
He was just too slow. KuroKy popped, I think, his floater and just made his way out of there. He got hit with an MKB proc, but it wasn't enough.
Did he pop his butterfly?
GG.
I think he did. Yeah, and that's it. Evil Geniuses, they know they can't come back from this. They had no buyback on Arteezy. He's dead for 40 seconds. And game number 1, KuroKy gets it done with the Naga Siren. And beautiful play coming out. A couple of sloppy mistakes coming through for the most part from Secret. And Evil Geniuses capitalized when they could. But when it came down to it, Secret were able to just take the game through brute force.
It was a well-constructed draft from Puppey. And yeah, I didn't even think they played that well. Yeah. They played decently.
Yeah.
I think Kira played particularly well.